What's up, guys? JV2017 here, and I have some really exciting news. So, first off, this is Assassin's Creed 3 new info. This is all of the new information that I have that I'll be able to share with you guys, whether you guys know it or not. This is a lot of info, so keep your ears open and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, there was a new trailer today. It didn't really give out a lot of information, but there has been a leak of information on the internet that I'm going to share with you. But first off, in the description of this video right now, there will be a link to the trailer. So if you haven't seen the trailer already, you want to go check it out, link in the description of this video. You'll be able to go check that out, and then you can come back to this video and hear me talk about it. But there really wasn't a lot revealed in the trailer. I will let you know that, although that it obviously is confirmed, and I think it was already confirmed by this box art you're looking at right here, that it does take place in the American Revolution. So anyways, let's get on to this information that I was speaking of. And this is on a website. I will also put the link to that in case you don't want to listen to my voice and you just want to read the information. You're like, I don't care about what you got to say. But if you do want to listen, keep listening, of course. And I'm sorry for the screenshots. They're the same ones from the video a few days ago. So anyways, on with the info. So first off, there will be brand new environments and all new ways to exploit them to your advantage. So I'm guessing there's this big conflict that we talked about with the last Assassin's Creed info video about how would you traverse America. America is not very vertical at this point in time. There's not a lot of buildings. There's a lot of flat land. That's just fact. That's how it was back then. And that's a big conflict that I guess they're going to try to, fix. And anyways, the goal of the development team was to stay true to the franchise and try something new with the game. That's obvious, really, since it's, Assassin's Creed 3. There's 1, 2, and 3. A lot of people don't realize Assassin's Creed 1 was Altair's story. Assassin's Creed 2, Ezio's story, but then they branched off with Brotherhood and Revelations. Still Ezio's story. That does not mean that Assassin's Creed 3 or whatever, the next one would be Assassin's Creed 5. Those were just part of Ezio's, Revelations was Ezio and Altair. But anyways, Assassin's Creed 3, new character, obviously. So, and they're going with a little more innovation, and I'm so excited about this innovation, and you'll see what I'm talking about as I read off more of these bullet points. The cinematic presentations will extend beyond combat in a complex way of storytelling. The game will actually have the Mohawk language, which is the Iroquois, in some scenes. And Mohawk was one of the languages of the Native Americans. So there is confirmed, Native American aspects and influence in this game with our assassin. And we'll get to the assassin himself in a second. But anyways, this development cycle has been longer than any other Assassin's Creed game. And what a lot of people don't know is that this development cycle started after Assassin's Creed 2, and then they took other development teams to go make Brotherhood and Revelations. So this has been in development for 3 years. So it's going to be a damn good game. I hope. Anyways, the game tells the story of the Templars versus the Americans. It's not about winning the war, but it's more of a story based on the main protagonist's life. So Templars versus Americans. I don't know if they are implying that the Templars are British or there's Templars on both sides. We don't really know, but courtesy of one of my good friends, he's like, well, the Native Americans, wouldn't have sided with the Americans at all because the Americans really treated the natives badly back then. So it remains to be seen what our main character's role in this story is going to play out as. But the game will feature a new camera which focuses on the best possible view of the action. So it's not going to be that normal third person. Everybody knows that camera view that's always been used in third person action adventure games. That will go away for something new, and I hope it's not annoying because cameras can really make or break a game, in my opinion. The game runs on a brand new version of the Anvil engine. I guess that's the that's the Assassin's Creed engine. They're gonna soup it up. Thank God. I mean, Brotherhood and Revelations barely look any different. I mean, seriously. Here is info about the new assassin. The new assassin is the son of a Native American woman and a British soldier. He calls himself Connor, but his birth name is Ratohanahanapap, Native American name. Born into the Mohawk, he eventually crosses paths with the assassins in his search for righteousness. So, oh my gosh, son of Native American woman and British soldier. So there we go. He's half Mohawk, half Native American. So that's where all that strong influence of Native American comes with his clothing, with his bow and arrow, with his tomahawk. It'd be funny if he had a mohawk. Like he's Mohawk and he's got a mohawk. Bad joke. Never mind. Anyways, calls himself Connor. Obviously, it's an Americanized name, I suppose, but his birth name is Rahutaganachadon. Sorry. So yeah, and obviously born in the Mohawk, he eventually crosses paths with the Assassins. So that means, I'm guessing in the beginning of the story, he's not going to start out with the Assassins like normally in all the Assassin's Creeds. You know, you started out as an assassin. But I guess this guy will eventually cross paths with them, and I guess he's just hunting as a Mohawk. You know, there's really not any kind of story arc revealed yet. But anyways, here's about a little bit of more info about Connor. Connor is quiet and stoic, letting actions speak for himself rather than conversing with others. In contrast to Ezio, Connor is a freedom fighter who acts in the name of justice rather than on personal revenge. So obviously Ezio's story was a story about personal revenge, and that's fairly obvious. But Connor's more of that, you know, justice guy. Like, I'm going to do what's morally right, what's right for everybody else. And I like that. And I like that he's not going to be as chatty as Ezio. Ezio is really chatty. Like, he talks all the time. Connor's going to be quiet, stoic, and, you know, letting those actions speak for himself. That's pretty cool. Settings will include Boston, New York, and a large countryside. The countryside will be the setting of about 1/3 of the game and will be the location of many events during the game. The countryside will be about 1.5 times as big as Rome in Brotherhood. So obviously we've got a bigger, you know, place to play in. That's obviously nice. That's pretty much what you can expect with any, you know, sequel, trequel, or threequel. Sorry, not trequel. That sounds derpy. You know, include Boston, New York. That's pretty cool. But countryside will be 1/3 of the game. So I'm guessing that's going to be the first third of the game will probably be countryside, because that's where he'll cross paths with the Assassins and eventually go to Boston and New York. That's my guess, but these are all just guesses, of course. But anyways, the protagonist will fight on the American side. So obviously, like I said before, natives normally would not side with Americans. They treat them like shit. But apparently, our protagonist here will side with the Americans. His primary allies being George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Charles Lee. Okay, this is awesome. Everybody obviously knows who George Washington is, unless you're not American. He's our first president, and basically, like, one of the most important founding fathers of our country. So was Ben Franklin. But Ben Franklin, I envision this, and I've already heard a lot of people say this, but I was thinking of it right off the bat as well. Benjamin Franklin is definitely going to be the new Da Vinci. So I'm guessing, you know, he might be more important, less important in different, you know, capacities, but he will probably be the guy that you'll, like, knock on his door like you did in Assassin's Creed 2, and Da Vinci was like, "Hey, Ezio, what up? Got a new invention for you." And that's probably what Franklin's going to be. That's so cool. I can't wait for that. And regrettably, I don't know who Charles Lee is. I did not Google that before I made this video. So unprofessional. Anyways, this does not mean that the Americans are good guys and the British are bad guys. Templars are everywhere. So I think they were just trying not to piss off any Assassin's Creed British fans out there. That's kind of funny, but yeah, Templars are everywhere. That implies that maybe Americans and British are Templars. That's kind of interesting, but we'll see how that works out. There will be seasons in the game, meaning that the sun will shine during the summer and the landscape will be covered in snow in the winter. This is the best new feature, blah, blah, blah. Actually, that was someone's, the person who wrote the article's opinion, but that is really cool. I cannot wait for that. That's so advanced, you know? There was nothing like that in Assassin's Creed, any of the other Assassin's Creeds. So, you know, there will be a winter. There will be a summer, spring, fall, autumn, blah, blah. What's that other season? I forgot. Spring, summer, fall, winter. That's cool. Can't wait. You can chain kills in the game using a tomahawk and a knife. So I'm guessing this means dual wielding. I think there's also a little bullet point down here that I'll get to in a second about dual wielding. Fighting and stealth will be completely re-innovated. Thank God. Connor will be compared to a predator. The player will be able to climb trees and other natural elements, and dual-wielding weapons such as a dagger and a tomahawk. Wait, it says dual-wielding weapons such as a dagger and a mohawk is now an option. That's obviously a typo, but anyways, you'll be able to dual-wield. Just like I said, you'll be able to dual-wield different weapons. That's really cool. I also heard a rumor about being able to dual-wield a flintlock pistol and a tomahawk. That would be really, really freaking awesome. You know, you shoot one guy with your left hand with your flintlock pistol and tomahawk another guy in the right hand. That's so cool. And you'll be able to climb trees and other natural elements. So, this is shown off in the CGI trailer. It is a CGI trailer, though. There's no in-game footage in the trailer. Of course, that's in the description, like I said earlier. But he, jumps across trees and all that stuff. There was a shitload of trees in America back then. I can tell you that. So, I'm interested to see how that's going to work out. That's a very interesting idea, and I hope it's as cool as it sounds. Animals will be present in the woods, like deer and bears. The player will be able to kill them, pelt their skins, sell them with the reformed economic system of the game. So think of Red Dead. You know, Red Dead Redemption, you could go around, hunt, you'd kill a bear, skin their pelt, sell it. That's just like Red Dead. So that'll be cool. There will be puzzles similar to The Truth, but they won't be given by Subject 16, because anyways, I think Subject 16's story was dead after Revelations. I haven't beaten Revelations yet, but that's my guess. But The Truth was so cool. It was kind of disappointing not to see something like The Truth in Brotherhood and Revelations, but nothing as cool as The Truth. But The Truth was crazy conspiracy theory and all that cool stuff. I'm totally into that with this game, so hopefully that's really cool. Desmond will go into the new Animus 3.0 and find himself going into significant events. So that must be events in the Revolution. So probably big battles, big turning points, all that kind of stuff. 100% sync in memories returns. So this time you will be rewarded when you complete memories to 100%. So before you weren't actually rewarded for completing that memory. You were just like, oh, 100%, big whoop-de-doo. You know, you might have gotten an achievement for doing that, but achievements really don't matter in the game. So I'm guessing they will matter in the game from now on if you do it 100%. Checkpoints will also be introduced into mission replay, meaning you don't have to replay an entire mission to get that 100% sync. That's so awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. So that means more auto-saving. The Brotherhood, or the Assassin's Guild, will return in some form, albeit different than we'd ever seen before. So, I have a few theories on this. Maybe our new character is going to be part of the Freemasons, which is I don't know how to explain it, I'm sorry, but it was an American group of dudes, secret organization. I'm not sure what they did, but I bet this guy will be a Mason. And that will be super awesome. Human shields are in, along with context-sensitive actions. The target locking is gone, so the combat system has changed. So, yeah, there you go. There's no more lock-on. There's no more just kind of, oh, I can't run away from these people, so I'm going to have to lock on, block, counter. That's basically all of the combat. It looks really cool. Don't get me wrong. I like the combat of all the other Assassin's Creeds. But it got old with Revelations. What is Revelations? So there's Assassin's Creed 2. So that's the fourth. The fourth game was Can't talk. Sorry, guys. The fourth game in the Assassin's Creed franchise on consoles was Revelations, and that combat system has really not changed very much. So I'm glad they're overhauling it and changing it. There's a fast travel system. The game is quite larger than Brotherhood, about 1.5 times bigger. So that's the same thing as what they said before. With being bigger. Fast travel system, there's already kind of a fast travel system, but maybe it's just an automatic one where you can literally look at the map, click on a point, fast travel. That would be really cool. There will be no more mercenaries, thieves, courtesans, Romani, or other factions, but there will be a replacement for them. So, yeah, you know those guys that were just kind of hanging around Rome and Constantinople, and they were like, hey, you want to hire us so we can, distract people, kill people, seduce people. Obviously, the courtesans were there to seduce people, but there will not be those anymore. Maybe they'll be this. Maybe it'll be just the same system with different names, but hopefully they change that around. Den defense will not return. That was a huge failure. That was their tower defense version in Revelations. I don't want to say huge failure, but definitely a failure. That was not very good. Expect Uncharted level of character interactions with 2.5 hours of scenes recorded. That's awesome. That means just way more cutscenes. They were saying before that it'd be more cutscene and story driven. That's awesome. They're going to have 2.5 hours of scenes. You know, how long is this game going to be? It's going to be like a 15 to 20 hour campaign. Ooh, I cannot wait. We don't have much details about the multiplayer yet, but they will be officially revealed soon by Ubisoft in Game Informer. So all this information is in the future Game Informer magazine. And anyways, that was all of my thoughts on this, blowout of information. I'm sorry I talked forever. Wow, 15 minutes. And my thoughts on the new trailer. I didn't talk a lot about the trailer, but because it really didn't say much. But anyways, at least I gave you guys that link so you can go and formulate your own thoughts. Anyways, I applaud you for listening to me for this 16 minutes if you've stayed with me this long. But anyways, what are your thoughts? What do you guys think? Is this going to be awesome or what? I am so pumped. I wish this game was coming out in a month. If it was, I'd piss myself, but it's not, so I'm going to have to hold back that piss until October 29th. Anyways, because it comes out the 30th of October of this year. So anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk to you later. Peace.